8 minutes. What time is it now? Oh, where's my phone? Oh, my phone's here. Yes, everybody. 30 minutes fast. I was actually having genuine technical difficulties, real technical difficulties. So I couldn't get the phone to work. The phone that fucking is the webcam just wouldn't work. Nothing would work. It wouldn't fucking work. I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. So I'm sorry. How late am I? What time is it? Oh, I've just said 30 minutes. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, we've got a lot of things. I need to do the post. We've got things have got bad to worse from last week. Oh, been a shocking week. Do I think that is that what she said? No. What were you even saying here? I've started it, and I've lost my train of thought already. Hang on. Right, let's go. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. It's a late start and it's a bad start, but all right, I'm here. I'm with everybody. Some start this, bro. It's probably the worst start of all time. Please tell me you had money on City and didn't watch the 4-0 game. Rob, mate. So I reckon I probably got about, that's well over exaggerated. About 20 people messaging me, did you put money on City? No, I didn't put money on City. Do you know what I did instead of putting money on City? You know what I did instead of putting money on City, mate? I lost all that money. All the money that should have gone on City, I lost on other things before City even played because I couldn't just patiently wait until fucking City played. It is the most unlucky, right? When I'll explain the whole story, yeah? And I have fucking picture proof of it all. And it is the most unlucky spell a person will ever have in the course of 4 days. And it's changed my life. It has changed my life. It's killed my life. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it all week. It's been one of the worst weeks of my life. Oh, Mugs game, mate, don't I know. Right, so what happened was I lose the original 550 on Haney Garcia, right? Then I lose, yes, Supreme. We've finally got a moderator in here. Then I lose 550 quid on, 500 quid on roulette. No, 550 quid it was on roulette, yeah? No, it's 500 quid. Do you know what? I've got pictures. Right, so it was 550 quid, then 500 quid, right? 500 quid, 550 quid Haney on Garcia, 500 quid on roulette, right? And then, I know, it's going to Supreme, it's bad, right? And then, what was the other 500 on? And then here comes the bad bets, yeah? Here comes the bad bets. You ready? So, let me just set the scene first. So, at this point, I'm £1,100 down, yeah? And my mate Ollie, who on Monday's live chat, we was discussing how I hadn't put the bets on, and then he told me to put the bet on the under-21s football, and it would have come on, but I didn't put it on. And me and him were just like fucking obsessing over bets, yeah, to get my money back. I sent him two bets on the Monday, yeah, both come in. Or was that Sunday? Oh yeah, no, Sunday. 2 bets on the Sunday, yeah. 2 bets I sent him on Sunday, both came in. But I also put on. Was that when did Leeds play? Was that Sunday or Monday? That would have been Monday, wouldn't it? Yeah. So it's Monday. Ignore me. So Monday, I sent him 2 bets, right? 2 different bets that come in, but I didn't put them on. And then I put a bet on, but it was me just wondering because he kept saying instead of putting big money on something, what you want to do to win your money back is bet £100 on a 10-1. Find a 10-1 and bet £100 on it, yeah. So I'm thinking, right, sound, yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. But in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not good at that. I've never been able to pick. I can't bet. I can't do loads of different things. I think I can just pick. And I used to be in the past be able to pick sharp bets, little bets. But when you're betting like what I've been doing, like 20p, 30p, there was no point. That's why Bet Builder's been the best thing ever to me. Because Bet Builder's come and I could bet 20p on fucking Leeds versus, I don't know, Sunderland. As soon as you missed that, I could bet I knew you were going to do it. Oh, bro, I know. And I said to him, so what we said about Tuesday was maybe don't do anything on Tuesday. Wait till Wednesday. There's more games on Wednesday, yeah. There's more games on Wednesday. Wait till you wait. Because I'm stored, it's going to take me. We'll get to the end of the story on the 25th minute of this live chat, right? But I will get there. So we were saying maybe don't do anything Tuesday because your head's going to be gone because of what happened on Monday, and obviously you you want to, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe just wait for till Wednesday when there's more games. Right, so I'm thinking, right, wait till Wednesday till there's more games, but then just that Arsenal-Chelsea game, it just seemed too perfect. So, get this, right, you ready for this? So after them 3 bets on Monday, how about this? I put a bet on, and I'll show you the picture, right, and look at what it said. This was the start of my downfall. This text message in reply to this bet is the start of my entire weekend downfall. Watch this, right? Where is it where I actually placed a bet? There it is. Bet placed. You ready? Look at this. Bet placed, right? Bet placed. £1,000. Yes, Matty. Look at that. Bet placed. £1,000 to win £2,000. Yeah, I'd have been £100 down. Who's asked? Look at what the fucking. This is the start of my downfall. Yeah, this is why I'm now £3,000 down. You ready? Fantastic bet. Just worry about Saka. That's all. That's it. It's my downfall. Fantastic. Oh, I thought my phone was just vibrated then. And I looked at the screenshot and I read it and thought, Ollie, that was the text. And he must be watching it and said it again, but it's obviously the screenshot. Fantastic bet, yeah. But I worry about Saka. That's what he said. And it's been downhill since then, right? So then I cash in that bet, cash it in, because now in my head, I'm thinking Saka's been injured. Maybe he's not going to get a shot on target. And that bet was just to him to have. Was it just one or was it two? Oh, yeah. So that was Havertz 2 shots, not on target. Havertz 2 shots, Saka 2 shots, 1 card, and David Raya 1 save, yeah? £1,000 to win £2,000. Bet placed, right? Bet placed. So then, because he says that, and obviously, I'm already I don't gamble. I don't gamble. So I'm not one of these people who can put a fucking £1,000 on a bet and not feel sick. So I cashed it out because I thought, nah. Like, obviously, I don't bet like that ever. But I did. I did years ago. This last happened in 2000. Bernard Hopkins fought fucking thingy. That was the last silly one, I think. So back then, and it's not happened since. So I cashed that bet out. Yeah, I cashed that bet out just to get, because I'll probably never get to the back end of that bet after I've gone 100 miles all different directions. That bet came in. Obviously, that bet came in, right? So then I put a second bet on, yeah, but I change it this time. It's Trossard. Hang on, let me turn my finger on. Let me do not disturb. My phone's going bad. Trossard, 2 shots. Yeah. Havertz, 2 shots. Saka, 1 shot and 1 yellow card. Bet placed. I placed that bet as well. Placed it. £1,000 wins me 1,100. That would have covered everything. I'd be level on all of it. Never have to gamble again in my life. Ever in my life would I gamble. I'd still do that. If this all happened, I'd still do the 20p's because they're fun. And I'm like 200 quid up on them 20p bets. Because I can't, they're easy, and I never risk anything, and they come in all the time because it's fucking. You can just do stupid little 20p things. But yeah, cashed it out because he got him head. He got him head because what did he say to me? He put this. He didn't say this to me about my bet. He said it about his bet and put the idea in my head. He said, "I've gone Odegaard because Party." And yes, Jamie. Yes, fucking Jamie a grand. But listen, he goes, Partey and Rice are both playing. So Odegaard will be playing further forward. So he'll have some shots. And I'm thinking, do you know what? That fucking sounds like it makes sense. But man, this guy rang me the day before telling me to put £1,000. He said he had the weight bailing me out. I appreciate Ollie. Do you know what, right? Listen, I'm a grown man. I make my own mistakes. And he spent all of Monday and all of Tuesday fully just researching and listening to my garbage and helping me try to win this money back right. He ended up being a useless, horrible bastard. Yeah. But he spent 2 days as a shoulder to cry on and tried his best. Odegaard in my head. Said Odegaard and Havertz, yeah. So I catch that one out, right? And me being a greedy bastard as well, when I actually put the Odegaard bet on, I thought, yeah, it's all right. And the odds were a bit better, look. I would have been 500 quid up. 1,000 to win £2,600, yeah? Let it play out. They win 5-0. Odegaard gets man of the match, doesn't have a shot on target. Havertz had a shot on target, Lad, I was going to tell you to the Haney bet on, and I thought you don't know me like that, bro. Mate, everybody told me not to put the Haney bet on. Loads of people, well, not everyone. Loads of people. Do you know what it was? So many people replied at first saying, good bet. Go on, you can't see the tweet because am I on Twitter? Can you still see my tweets? But I can't, because I'm sure. Can you still see my tweets on Twitter? Or does it say suspended on my account? What does it say? It says suspended, doesn't it? So on the Haney bet, people replied saying, I wouldn't put this much on it, but I do think it comes in. Mate, come on, bro, I know. It was never about his power. I know, mate. I know. Even my replies, I know Haney can't punch me. He's got no power. I know that. We'll get back to the bets. Let's just jump onto Haney. He said, mate, that wasn't a silly bet, that, bro. Garcia looked like he was going to fucking quit, mate. He was going to have a meltdown and quit. I got blagged. Garcia. Let's not have it. Let's just not let him start saying no. I seen the video before on Instagram Reels where he's sat talking about wanting to fight Errol Spence, yeah. And he's behind it. Has anyone seen the video? One sec. So don't let him. I know that he's won. Don't bet against Fuchs. Listen, Supreme. I fully know the Garcia bet, yeah, was just. I weren't using my head. Right, and I get that, but the rest, what's followed, has just been ridiculous. But it wasn't the silliest bet of all time. I know Haney can't punch, and he's wild, but do you know what I mean? I thought he was going to quit. I didn't think it was a terrible bet. How do you research on Instagram for reels and shit you've seen? Is that even possible? Errol, see, this is one thing I reckon, and this is not an over-exaggeration. I know I said fucking over-exaggeration before. What was I saying before? Nah, he was fully in the middle of the mental. Yeah, I think he just lived in the madness. I think some of these people, like Mayorga and that, I feel like even modern, who's an example of this? Who Tyson as well, probably Mike Tyson. They have to be a bit mad. Do you know what I mean? They have to have that fucking edge to have the edge. If they were just if Ryan Garcia were like Devin Haney, yeah, and he was just a goody two shoes all the time. That's what he was before. I think this is him. I think this is who he wants to be. But before he made that Davis payday, he couldn't be because didn't have enough money to be like this. Do you know what I mean? This is a lifestyle. You can only live this lifestyle, mate, if you are rich. He's the new party head on the scene, mate. He is going to be partying all the time, and he'll take fights and he'll lose fights, and he'll win fights, and he's not asked because he's just a big party head who's going to box, and he'll take big fights because. Do you know what? I always think one of the best things in the fucking world is to be a headline boxer or MMA fighter. Think about the whole week, the whole build-up of the week where all eyes are on you, everything's to do with you. It must be fucking sick. Have a stripe. Have a stripe? Listen, we don't do fucking fingers on this. This is a serious fucking podcast. We don't do durs. Did you have second thoughts on the City bet? So, Rob, do you know what it was, right? I never, ever had second thoughts on the City bet. And this is what's killing me a little bit now, because anytime people would telling me, does Stefan know about shenanigans? He does. Stefan knows about them. Yeah, he does. Me and Stefan talk off this. He does know. But he didn't know while I was doing it. He probably would have told me not to. But Rob, yeah, listen. So anytime Ollie was like, listen, mate, he could drop points. And then Stefan was telling me not to. Stefan was another one telling me not to. Josh was telling me not to. And then obviously people I was speaking to, I was getting told not to by everyone. They were going, listen, you're only $1,100 down. And then some people were saying, what if they drop points? And I'm thinking, they're not going to drop points though. I knew the City bet, ignoring the fact that I had put 2 fucking bets on, I placed them and cashed them out that would have got me out of it anyway. Ignoring that and then losing. If I had just had my patience to wait to the City game, I knew it. What did I say? I literally said, on the last fucking video to the thing, I said, I won't put the bet on, and then I'll be fucking kicking myself or killing myself, whatever, when City are, because it was early payout, when City are fucking 2-0 up on the 32nd minute, mate. They were 2-0 up on the 28th minute. It was the most obvious bet of all time. Why did I let people get in my head? Oh my God. That's what the Odegaard thing, yeah, it made sense, right? It made sense, it did. And did you see where he cut inside and just blasted it over? He weren't shooting, I don't know why. He usually likes a little shot. So it was a bet that should have come in and didn't come in right. And I can almost wrap my head around that. As sick as I feel about it. But I didn't need to play it. Why couldn't I just wait until City? I had the plan, I had the bailout, I had the perfect bailout plan. I'd made it. It was done, it was fine. And I didn't. And then when you get to 3, even though I was willing to lose 4.5 to get the well, 4,100 to get the 1,100 back. I didn't see it as a risk, but no, I'm not going to mess about with. Do you know when you get to 3? I feel like if you was already at what, if you're at 1 and a bit, yeah, you don't know how bad it's going to feel when you get, if you're at 4.5, you just have to deal with it. But you could risk it to get that 1 back. But now I'm down 3, mate. I can't put any. I've self-excluded myself. I've had to. Do you know how sad that is? I had to, because I would have kept chasing it. I've had to self-exclude myself from Bet365. So no, not only have I lost £3,000, I can't even do my little 20p bets. I'm gonna start hating football again. The only way I could watch like West Ham versus fucking Tottenham on a fucking Thursday night was having a little fucking bet builder on it, and now I can't even do that. Terrible, honestly, just the worst. I can't believe it. And then guess what I did? So I'm not even finished. So the Odegaard bet doesn't come in. So now I'm lying in bed, yeah, can't sleep. I literally can't sleep. I'm just thinking about this money. I'm £2,100 down, right? I feel fucking sick to my stomach, yeah. So what do? What do? Someone tell me what the fuck I do. Right? I see a tipster, yeah, for just keep back in City. No, it's like we'll just keep pumping money into it back in City. I can't do it because then they'll just drop points and then I'm more down. I have stopped. I've had to just finish it off. But guess what I did? I seen a basketball tip, yeah. Seen a basketball tip, and every single reply to the tip was people saying, yeah, Dub, get this free food. And do you know what made it worse? Stefan's not here at the minute, yeah. Crypto is about to boom again, lads. Safer than betting. There's no way crypto is about to boom again. Everyone says this, and I don't believe it. How do you know crypto is going to boom again? Because if I could get into crypto, I could make some serious money. Do you know what I should have done? I said when the Bitcoin had a crash, the other finger, a bit ago, when it was just about to get announced. I don't know anything about Bitcoin, but someone in work put me onto a bit of Bitcoin, right, saying that it's going to get approved in something, and it did get approved in that. Is it SE? I can't remember what it was. Matty, if you know, you can reply to me. SEC or something, yeah. This Bitcoin. I said it'd be 20 minutes to get to the end of the whole betting saga. We're on 17 and we're not quite at the end because the last bet is the worst bet. That's the desperation bet. That's the fucking Adam Sandler in what's it called? Is it Hidden Gems? That's his bet, the last bet. Because Bitcoin is just half between now and the end of the year. It's gonna. Whoa, what's Bitcoin at the minute? Bitcoin. Oh, it's at 50. Mate, that's still high though. Mate, it's still at 50. That's well high. It went down to like 20, mate, not long ago. 20 something. When did it go down to like 24? About so many months ago. And I thought, mate, why that? And I can't believe I didn't buy into it then. Because I've always said if it ever goes below 25, buy a Bitcoin. Fucking get some Bitcoin, do you know what I mean? And I fucking don't. I fucking flap it every single time. I'm a shitbag. That's like it's just like gambling, isn't it? But I can't gamble because the SEC. That's what it was. SEC. But no, it was when Bitcoin was getting added to something where you could buy it on something. I can't remember what it was. I don't know anything about things, but I just remember the lad in work telling me, and it made sense. And then it went down a little bit, and because it didn't get approved at first, and it went down a little bit, and then I seen loads of people on Twitter saying buy Bitcoin because it had gone down. Then about 2 weeks later, it got approved for that, and it fucking went through the roof again. But I'm just too much of a shitbag to buy Bitcoin. Is it going to crash and then go back up? Right, anyway, get off Bitcoin. Who's asked about crypto, mate? It's fucking not even real. Let's get back to the fucking matter at hand. The last bet. Oh, I can't even go on Bet365. Oh, I've got a screenshot of it. I've got a finger of it. Jamie's already seen this bet. Oh, you ready for this? The last one. Just to fucking tip me over the edge to finish everything. Hang on. Where's my pictures? Oh, where's the thingy one? There it is. There's my triple. Suns to beat the Timberwolves. Bucks to beat Milwaukee or whatever. Milwaukee Bucks to beat the Pacers, and LA Clippers to beat the Mavericks. £500 to win 3,400 because some fucking tipster said it. All 3 of them lost. And do you know what it was? So Stefan the night before had put 20 quid on a triple, and it won 70 quid. Yeah. And he said what he does the odd time. Sometimes he puts a basketball bet on and then goes to sleep, yeah. And you just wake up and the bets come in, and that's how it is, yeah. And so I thought, right, fuck it, let's just do it. One last fucking roll of the dice, get all my money back, wake up in the morning, and just be like it was like a bad dream. Just be like, oh, do you know what I mean? Just like, thank God I'm fucking out of that mess. And but then once that was on, I still couldn't sleep anyway because I still couldn't sleep from losing all the other money. So I just kept checking it. And then I think what the worst part was, because of how the day before when Stefan had won his money, when we looked at 2 of the 3 games, if you work out the day before that, lad, you'll be betting on chicken. No, I'm nothing. I'm done now. I'm finished. But Stefan, we worked out that 2 of his 3 games, right, had won at the end. Go and check the first games that happened on Sunday night. Was it Sunday night or no Monday night or Monday night? And 2 of the 3 games that won. I don't know much about basketball either, but we looked because I said, mate, imagine how much you'd have been sweating on then if you had big money on. They won in the last second. One of them was the last throw. I've seen videos of it everywhere. It's been blowing up where it's literally the last throw, buzzer beat, or whatever they call it. And then the other one, it was like not the last throw, but the last attack of the game or whatever. They scored and they won. Yeah. So while I'm watching these, because I can't sleep, I keep checking Bet365, open it up. The games are being played. The 3 games are being played, and see that picture's from well later in the game. And like so look. This is a picture. This is a screenshot that I took of the bet as it's well gone. Do you know what I mean? Cash out unavailable. And look, the Timberwolves were fucking smacking the Suns, but it weren't like that all the way through the game. The Suns were beating the Timberwolves all the way to the last quarter, the last fucking finger. But do you know what? I should have known that it does that because in the last game, in them 2 last games, that's what happened. Them teams were winning, and then the other 2 turned it around in the final 4. So I should have fucking really known from form, but obviously I just weren't thinking straight. I've only just thought of that right now, to be honest. And then the first one lost before I even fell asleep. Oh, terrible! $3,000 down, and a guy who doesn't gamble ever. Literally, I used to get fucking. Imagine that. I spent the last probably last like 7-8 months having the time of my life betting 20p, 30p, 50p, 11p on fucking Bet Builder and getting slated for it, getting called a pussy and all this, saying I'm fucking a joke, what's the point and all this, and then going for £4,000 on 2 people to have a shot on target, mate. £500 on basketball. Oh, you see everyone saying Floyd's big. Is that true? Let's put it on screen. Finally, we've got the betting thing out of the way. The update to the betting scandal. I was supposed to have a nice few months off and then have all summer off, right? And then get stuck into like a project at the end, like when winter starts. But I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work now, earn the money I've lost back, and then take the summer off and just have a chill after a very stressful start to the year. So because I think if I earn that money back by working, so like I'll get a job. And work, and I'll get that money back. And I feel like because it's only my time, does that make sense? I've not really lost it because I was going to take from now till the winter off anyway. So I'm losing my time. I'm going to have to put my time back and lose my time. I'm going to get the fucking most unpaid, lowest paid fucking job ever and just work all the hours I could possibly work to earn this money and then just stop the second it's done. Anyway, right. You see everyone saying Floyd's been kidnapped in Dubai because of unpaid debts. Gaza, they're not because I've left. I'm gone now. They must have been loving me. That's a nice little butty for someone, isn't it? $3,000 butty in fucking 4 days, and now I've left. At least some people that have their balls to keep chasing it, but I can't. It fucking crippled me. Right, let's go to this. Yeah, so I seen Javon. So now I'm off Twitter. I don't see things properly. People, I actually get things sent to me. I have to wait till things get sent. So I got it seen in a group chat today. The Javonte Davis thing. It makes me laugh. Is it true? Because he's been there a while, hasn't he? And he doesn't really ever stay anywhere a while. So I think it is true. Or is it just bullshit? Conor Ben was saying on Twitter he's got loads of jewelry and didn't pay, now he can't leave. Is that what it's supposed to be? Is that what Conor Ben said? Let me go on Conor Ben's finger. Do you know how annoying it is having to go through Safari? Conor, it's one N. Conor Ben's one N in here. Why is he like that? Why is he one N in England? No, one N on Conor is not English, is it at all? Why is he one N? Here we go, Conor Ben on X. Look at the state of it. Look at the state. It's fucking awful. World champion in the making. Where has he said all this? In replies. I have to log in though. Hang on. This is a nightmare. Can anyone read it to me? Oh. What? How do I? Hang on. Do I just finger it? It's making me do this. Look. How do I go on his replies without actually going in? Because it's saying that, and then watch when I click on that. Open. It doesn't open. Because I've not got the app anymore. Is that why? Because I've not got the app. I can't see his things. What's he said? Will it be on the news? Will it be actually on the actual news? Conor Ben. Hang on. News. Nah. Look. That's what I always do. News to find things. Oh, Conor Floyd pay your jury debts for fraud. Is that all it says? All right, okay. Floyd Mayweather. I thought you meant like actually like went into detail, like Fingy. Fingy goes actually into fucking detail. What's he called? Javonta Davis. But I thought he's done a few business things out there, and is it not to do? Are you not sure it's not to do with that? He's fucking fucked, Floyd, isn't it? I kept saying for ages, and everyone used to like sort of think I was being fucking ridiculous. I kept saying Floyd Mayweather will 100% go skin. He will definitely go skin. He's a fucking idiot, mate. It doesn't matter how much money, and he never made £1 billion from fucking boxing. And do you know what must kill him? It must fucking. I mean, who am I? He must be thinking, who am I to tell you what must kill somebody like him? But listen, you're lost legal. Fuck off, Terry, mate. Where have you been, Terry? Anyway, do you know what must kill me over here? And like I said, that he's going to think, what does he care what I think killed him? But he did this thing where he took no sponsorships when he was fighting, because he was making crazy, serious, silly money, and he took no sponsorships. He didn't do any sponsorship deals the whole time we were fighting. And now he's fucking retired. He'll sign anything with anyone for anything. Do you remember when he done that fucking video for Windows? Do you remember that? How do I find that? He'll just fly over to Japan and spat. No, but then what will he get? 7 million, mate. 7 million is not enough when you've got he's probably mortgages fucking mortgage payments a month for about fucking 7 million, mate. He needs money in to live his lifestyle. He's got probably about 100 members of staff, mate. And he doesn't make any money. What money does he make now he's finished boxing? Unless he's into property and that on the slide and no one knows about it. What will he do? Because Mayweather Promotions, mate, makes nothing. It's one of the worst promotional outfits of all time. Mayweather window commercial. Why is it not playing? Oh, it's playing at my headphones.
644. No? Floyd Mayweather, call loved one right now. 0800 644 644. Love Windows presents.
It's
right now at 08.
The British company as well. How did that happen? What are Love Windows up to? Is that some sort of money? Let's have a look at Love Windows. Are they still kicking about? Love Windows. Wow, they're massive now. Actually, Love Windows and Doors. Is it the same company? I don't think that's the same company, is it? I don't even think they exist anymore. Must have been some sort of fucking illegal front that. Let's have a look. Love Windows. Oh, no, they do. No, they don't. They don't exist anymore. Get this domain. What the fuck? What have I unearthed here? Is that one? Was this some sort of scam? This the company that, or did they just blow all the fucking? You need to get your community page up and running on YouTube, lad, so you can send in your questions. What do you mean? You need to get your community page up and running on YouTube. Oh, what's a community page? I don't even know what a community fucking page is. I don't know how to do any of this. What I'm going to do, I've got questions for this week. But they're from the one 4 weeks ago. I don't know what a community one is. This company don't exist. Does that mean what we having here? We say Mayweather did some illegal activity here, or did they go skin? Did they go skint because it's paid him too much? McGregor will never go skint, will he? That's the worst bit. He'll never go skint. McGregor will just have money forever. I think because he's so clued up and he's got people around him who that Audi guy seems to make him money. And do you know what he's realised as well, McGregor, is making companies and selling them. Don't keep hold of anything. Build things up with your massive fucking name and then sell them as soon as they're worth a thingy, like he did with Proper 12. That shitty recovery thing that he's trying to push that no one's interested in. That Tidal. Was it called Tidal? When he fucking went build that up and then sell it. Does Thingy still on? Does anyone remember Tidal? What's it called now? Does anyone remember Tidal? The what's it called? Jay-Z's fucking, what's it called? Jay-Z's fucking streaming platform. Do you remember that? I remember when that got announced, when it first came out, and he had all the thingies. Jay-Z, yeah, Matty Jay-Z's music thing. When he brought them all out and they were all on stage, all of them, like Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, I think Drake. Like, does anyone remember that? Why do I remember all these fucking proper like not important things? Tidal launch streaming. It was funny, and then it didn't last ages, did it? But I think it was because was it? Yeah, look, there's fucking loads of them. Actually, who the fuck are they all? Kanye West, Daft Punk, Beyonce. Who are all these people? Who's that? Oh wait, Madonna. Fucking hell. How did I not recognise Madonna? Jason Aldean, Jack White, Daft Punk, Beyonce, Regine Cassange, who's that? Win Butler and Alicia Keys. Oh, I thought it was, and John McCartney. I thought it was well bigger people than all that. Is that it? I thought it was everybody. I thought like Cardi B, not Cardi B. What's the name? Nicki Minaj and that were on it. No way. Shit, it's not even as big as I thought. He needs to, has he sold that yet? Surely he's going to sell that. That's what he always does as well. He's another one who does that. Jay-Z, Tidal, he can't still own that. He does. It's the first fan-centered music streaming platform. He's still going. How much do you have to pay for that? Start free trial. Does it have everything on? Or just his stuff? But isn't his stuff... Why would anybody pay for Tidal if it's got just his stuff on and his thingies? But then you can get that on anything. You can get... It's just his albums. But his albums are still on thingy, aren't they? I'm not downloading Tidal. Why would I download Tidal? I'm sure I got it for a free... when it first came out, I'm sure I got it on a... What's it called? A trial. But it's fucking terrible. Right, let's get on to the questions. Fucking 32 minutes in, not one question. I do it every time. Why are you... Oh, yeah, T. Right, this is... Oh, I think I've done this one. I did this one. Did I do... Did I do the question about being sick of myself? I did, didn't I? No, I never. These questions are definitely from this. TEFC, because sometimes I feel like in my head, I've said this. I've said, maybe I just thought this. TEFC, yeah, because sometimes I get these mad questions. Well, I used to get these mad questions where they're like really bad in the request DMs. They're like terrible shit about just bad questions off people that have been my request. But if you don't have to accept your request, they're not in there. You only have to see messages and the see as being read by people who you're friends with. Do you know what I mean? You follow back. So some of them are bad, but sometimes you'll use them because it will get you on a topic you want to talk about. So TFC said, "Why are you sick on yourself at the match? You fat wool." What a harsh guy. But that picture, right, the one that goes around where I've got all sick on myself, it is bad. Do you know what I never realised? I didn't even think for a second about that yet. Is that people might... So I seen someone say it once, saying, I can't believe he pissed himself at the match. But I never thought for a second people would ever think that was piss. I never pissed myself. Fucking hell, mate. I'm not that bad. No matter if I'm sick of myself or anything, I don't piss myself. Ever. Like, most people will fucking shit themselves, like, if you roughen that by accident, you're just like, do you know, like, if you trust a fart or something. I did it in town once, you know. Get this, yeah. I was in town. Anyone remember C2 in Bolton? Right. You used to have to fight to get to the front of the bar, right? And I was at the bar ordering my drinks. And I don't know why, I didn't even anything moody, but I think because maybe just back then I used to pre-drink. So when I went to town between like 18 and 23, when I was like a proper townhead, like Friday, Saturday in town. Now maybe more than 18, maybe like 19. I used to drink gin and vodka and pure orange juice, or gin and pure orange juice, or vodka and like apple juice. Never like fizzy drinks. I don't know why. And then I'd get out and all I would drink when I was how weird is this? I would pre-drink with apple juice or orange juice with vodka or gin, and then or even sometimes rum, white rum. It was just all the cheap, whatever was the cheap shit at Asda and Tesco. Do you remember how you could get like vodka like £5 for half a bottle? But it was like the vodka, do you know what I mean? Like the cheapest one. Evening Boogs, hope you're doing okay, lad. I'm all right. It's been a tough week. A very, very tough week as we've got on to. But I'm all right, yeah. Things are fine. I'm life's looking up, but yeah, I've had a fucking tough week, mate. But yeah, what was you saying then? This was a big thing. Oh yeah, C2. So fucking order my drinks. Yeah, we used to say it was a C2 round because you could get 3 vodka lemonades, which would come with 3 shots, but it'd be well less than a tenner. What was it, a fiver? Nah, it weren't a fiver for less than a tenner. She wants you back, bro. As if I've just got me to read that. That could never happen. It could never, ever, ever happen. I would assume from both sides. What was the C2 round? No, it was 3 finger. It was free vodka lemonade free for a tenner, 3 double vodka lemonades. Oh my god, why I can't remember the C2 round? But I feel like I remember it was being a fiver. But how could you get 3 vodka lemonades for a fiver? Anyway, this used to be where in C2, every drink you got a sour shot of it as well, right? That's another one when I was sick in C2. So get this. So the one when I just trusted a fart shit myself, I had to get a fucking taxi home, changed and come back. Right, this is a well better one. So C2, yeah, you go in and with every single drink you got, that I didn't even finish the story about the thing yet. Green Am Yamo, when are you back on Twitter? I will never be back on Twitter. When I said about over exaggerating about how many people asked me about did I put the City bet on, it was probably about 50 people asked me about the City bet. I reckon I have had 200 messages across all fucking social media platforms saying, when are you getting another Twitter? Never. I don't ever want another Twitter again. I'm getting on TikTok, mate. I'm going to be a TikTok star, trust me. Twitter's finished. Twitter's toast, mate. It's full of fucking muppets. TikTok's where you want to be. Full of the real people. Imagine getting TikTok famous, the people you'd be fucking brushing shoulders with. You've been taking a hit to Twitter, you know, lad. But, oh, mate. So I see some of these. I do see some things. You've been taking a hit on Twitter. I do see some of these things because people keep sending them me. So I do know Michael that I've seen TikTok tard. Who's Michael? I've not actually seen Bonks. I don't know what did Bonk say. I've not seen what Bonk said. Have I seen what Bonk said? Bonk's a fucking mongo, so it doesn't matter what Bonk says, mate. Someone like Bonk, mate, he's like, that's what I mean. People like Bonk, how was I seen as a target where Bonk could fucking come for me? This guy, mate. The stories I've heard about Bonk, mate. If he keeps fucking talking about me, I'll release every story I've been told about him. There's some horrific, bad stories about him, mate. He shagged the fish. Shagged the fish, confirmed. Confirmed by multiple sources. He had fucking sex with a fish. He's hammering no cunt. He's a fucking idiot. But I have seen that people have been posting because I keep getting fucking sent them. Do you know what's the worst one of all time, mate? The worst person to come for me is that fucking dog, mate. That fucking Irish girl. I can't believe who the fuck she thinks she is, you know. Right. But in mind, as I said last time, she was the fucking worst account. Louis sent me this one. She was the fucking worst account of all time ever on Twitter. And I left her. Never used to say nothing to her. Never used to. She would post the worst, cringiest stuff of all time, right? Bear in mind, she's hanging as well. She's fucking on Twitter, gets all these things off, because we all know Twitter's the place for creepy, weird, horrible men who just like send the just. Some of these men are married, you know. That's what I can never get my head around. Some of these men on Twitter that send these things are happily married, and I feel like just because Twitter's like seeing this like dark thing, they must just never see it. If you think right, if your missus is like a Facebook head and doesn't have Twitter, and you're like a seedy, pervish married man, your missus will never see what you write on Twitter, would they ever? Ever? They would never see it. Like a Jew, Toppy Rebel. Yeah, he's fucked. So these men have got kids and everything, and they message these mad shit and like blow up these fucking dogs like this Irish one. She said she's put. What did she put? Let me. How do I find it? Yeah, I'll have to go through my WhatsApp. Hang on. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. Bet you I can't find it now. When I'm searching like Irish on WhatsApp and thingy's name, it's not bringing it up. I'm gonna have to go through the whole chat to find the thing. She said something like, that Josh fucking, that Harvey, I'm sure Harvey Price was maybe the show or whatever. Josh fucking Finger, who gave me shit when I got banned, and now he's banned. So what if I'm banned and I've not made another Twitter? I'm not asked about being banned, mate. She had a fucking backup account. Do you know how much of a fucking muppet you have to be to have a backup account? Who's asked about that much on Twitter that you have a backup account in case you get banned? Just don't fucking go on it for a bit if you get banned. She had a backup account and made a second and was on it straight away the next day and blocked me. So she never said nothing. She never said nothing once when after she got banned, and then she's waited till I got fucking banned and fucking said something. She's the worst, mate. Do you remember how much I had her fucking head blown up last time? She did a fucking Q&A. Did you see a Q&A on YouTube? She was skitting my YouTube, this girl. A lot of them don't get to me, so I've seen the fucking stuff that Steve said as well. What Steve says doesn't get to me. Can you believe, right? Steve said, right? No, Steve put that thing, a video of me. I've been sent it a million times, the video where he just puts a video of this on, And someone replied to Steve, Someone replies to Steve and says, he's obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with Steve. I never followed him back on Twitter. I only found out about him being spending half a day in hospital with bruises because I got sent it. I always get DM'd it. And this Steve admits it. He openly admits it that he watches every single second of every video I do. And I'm obsessed with him. Do you think there is this? Even if there was a 10-minute live stream of him killing himself, I wouldn't be able to watch that. I couldn't be arsed watching it. I wouldn't care. Love it, watching your videos. It's mad. How can someone? I couldn't watch it. How can you sit and watch someone's every video they do? Like, how could you be asked? I couldn't watch anything he does. I didn't even used to follow him back on Twitter. The mad guy. And people are saying I'm obsessed with him because I'll mention him for 1 minute in me every other week or something, or every fucking third week on my live chat. But back to the fucking point at hand, mate, that fucking Nicole, she got a new account, and didn't fancy having a fucking keeping going, which I was happy with. I didn't want to keep arguing. I didn't want to argue with people on Twitter for the last 2 years and me being on Twitter. She blocked me on a fucking new account, And then the second I get banned, she says something. She's the worst bird ever. Does everyone remember her Q&A? Because what it was with that Q&A, I was, at the time I said, 1,000 views in a week, buzzing, and I was getting mocked for saying it, but 1,000 people don't understand 1,000 views on YouTube. It's a good thing, mate, for a podcast this early. This, in 3 years' time, will be my only source of income, mate. Trust me. So, this, I've on it, I don't tell you, I have met him a couple of times, multiple times, but I won't say I know him. I ain't got his number to text him. And so she did her own, remember her own YouTube video? I bet I can find this. She did her own YouTube video, started her own page. It was the most hatchet job of all time, right? First of all, she sat there in a full face of makeup with her hair done, right, for a YouTube video. Last week, I was in a fucking brown Primark pajama top, right? You don't need to fucking dress up for these, You just come on and talk shit for an hour. She did a 5-minute Q&A where the reason why it got fucking no views and she got 55 fucking subscribers from it is because it shows that she's a fucking potato, mate, the size of her head. She's like a fucking alien, mate. How is she calling? How did people look like that, right? Look like that. Fucking call me stuff. It's the most hatchet job of all time. She sat there in a full makeup, right? And then she goes, first question. No one answers it. There's nobody asking the question. There's no name. She just reads out 3 questions that 1,000,000% no one fucking asked. She just asked them to herself. It was the most hatchet job of all time. And she's never done a video since because it fucking flopped badly. You need at least, if you do want your first video, at least a few thousand people have to be intrigued. Look how many people watch my early videos because they were intrigued, and then everyone else, all the intrigued people, fuck off and get bored. And you have your mainstays. That's what it is, who will happily listen to you talk garbage for an hour. She couldn't even get the fucking intrigued ones because they clicked on it for a second and went, mate, she looks like the fucking monster out of Monsters Inc. and bailed the video. So who is she to call me Harvey Price? I fucking hate when, this is what I said about me being an easy touch. People like her thinking they can come for me. She can't fucking come for me. How do I find it? How do I find what she put? Oh, I won't be able to find who sent it me. Well, I know who sent it me, but I can't find the actual thing. Lads are worse than girls for being bitchy. Here we go. No way, that big boss selector, she called me. Big boss selector Woo's fella made a podcast or whatever the fuck he does, them stupid videos about me, and my old account got banned. And now his account's gone. First of all, I didn't make it about you. It's a live chat. Or every question that I answer in this, someone asks me. Well, not always, because sometimes we sly off thingy, but someone asks me about her in the live chat and I replied about her in the live chat. I didn't fucking bring her up or anything. And then this time I have, because I'm thinking, these are the fucking people, mate. Who is she to call me ball selector when she looks like that? That's the reason why she was fucking big on Twitter and not big anywhere else. Because if a girl's got anything about them, absolutely anything about them, yeah, they're big on fucking Instagram. She's a she's a fucking muppet. Right, let's go back to the questions, mate. But who got us on that then? Oh yeah, fucking Terry. Terry got me into a fucking nasty Twitter rant. We're fucking doing questions and we're having a good time in these live chats. We're not fucking doing all this fucking fighting people. Given Dana, I would this question. James Jones. Given Dana's comments about Conor this week, saying the delay has been due to his film commitments, do you think he comes back in the summer for the UFC, or does he try for gimmick fights? Well, he is coming back in the summer. I suppose we can talk about that. Is anybody else got this? Like, so because I love McGregor and I think Chandler's bad and chinny, this is going to be another Devin Haney thing. I'm not obviously won't bet money. I have this thing where I just think McGregor's too good for Chandler. Do you know what I mean? He's just too good for Chandler. Drop the bug allegations if I forget. Listen, if he sends one more tweet about me, right, this is what I'll put it out there now. I will, on the next live chat I do after that, I'll say every single rumor I've heard about him, and they must be fucking ridiculous. And most of them are from reliable sources. And guess what? Most of them are from multiple sources. Because when I had that argument with him, the first argument with him, yeah, and then when I had that argument with that Abby and said that, when back in the day, a week ago, when you're on Twitter and you argue with these people, and I suppose if you have a little bit of a big account, yeah, people will just DM you information on people all the time when you're arguing with them. But I don't know why. They just do. They always have. All the time. No matter what, when you're arguing with people, you just always get random people who DM you shit. And you go, yes, no way. But I got some shit about Bonk, mate. Right. McGregor, Chandler. I just keep thinking, right, McGregor will definitely... In my head, Chandler is even lucky to be considered how he is. And if you look at his wins in the UFC, he beat Tony Ferguson, who... Look how bad he is, and he beat Dan Hooker, and Dan Hooker gets beat by a lot of decent people. I know he beat what's he called? I like him as well. The one who just lost at Jalen Turner, and I know did he beat someone else? But anytime he steps up, he loses, and he was on a bad skid as well after the Chandler fight, and I think in the middle of the Chandler fight, and I just think he's had bad losses in Bellator. He's quite chinny in that, yeah. So I think McGregor surely wins, but then do you not think it's going to be one of them where he's, what has he not fought in 3.5 years, and then the last two he fought, he lost and he broke his leg? Is it going to be one of them where he comes out, yeah, and it's like proper pathetic, and he's just like dead fragile, and he just gets battered in about, like, first rounds getting fucking rocked everywhere but survives, comes out second round and gets finished, and then it's just everyone's like, how did we not see that? He spent 3.5 years literally partying all around the world, getting on it all the time. He's off his barnet all the time. He was off his head. For everywhere you'd see him, he would never just go somewhere, would he? And McGregor, you'd see pictures of McGregor on the fucking red carpet going somewhere. Film premieres, he would kick off. If he went to award shows, he would kick off, mate. He spent about the last 3.5 years of his life just fucking getting on it and kicking off, and all things would come out about him. He'd get nicked everywhere. It's just... So I think he's just... is it going to be one or the other? Is it going to be like McGregor's far too good for Chandler? Because we all know he is. I know, let's get to this. If you're on a desert island and you had to take Bonk, Nicole or Steve, who would you pick? I reckon, genuinely, Nicole is insufferable. Like, it'd be impossible to spend time with her. Like, that's what I can imagine. She's got like any mates. I don't think she ever goes out or does anything from what I can remember. So I think she'll be insufferable, Nicole. Steve again, probably I'm not as insufferable, but I reckon he'll start running and that. Do you know what I mean? He'll start doing beach runs and start fucking doing all mad shit. I couldn't be asked for that. Probably Bonk, because you could just terrorize him, make him do all things, like make him, go and get food for you and shit. Maybe Bonk or Steve, either way. I think you need to... How long are you on the island? Do you know what I mean? Because if you need to survive on the island, then I would maybe go for Steve. Because if we could put our differences behind us, we could maybe be a good team and fucking build stuff and survive. Whereas Nicole's useless and fucking Bonk, mate. What? Imagine Bonk got fucking... Imagine Bonk got dropped on a desert island on his own. What would happen to Bonk? He wouldn't fucking survive, would he? No way he would survive. Right. What was we talking with the other Chandler one? Discussion on. So there was a question from D1993. Discussion on weed versus poly, right? And I don't really know what he meant. This camera's so big. Do you know how nice this top is as well, by the way? But you can't see it. Look at that. Got that at Cheshire Oaks, 20 quid. How much of a bargain is that? It's meant to be because, look, it's large, but it's obviously that would be too short if I got a medium. It does say oversized. It's meant to be oversized. It's fucking so comfy. And it's got zip pockets as well. It's the fucking best. Let me get that off the screen, mate, so you can see a bit more of this top. Look at that. It's nice, isn't it? Right. Weed poly. People always talk about these like I don't think there's anything, no matter, even if you have edibles or whatever you have, a cake or anything, there's nothing like just having a joint. Just having a joint is the best. Even vapes and all that, nothing is as good as just having a standard joint, yeah. The best stoned is just having a joint. Going in and enjoying a joint in the garden is better than having any other like surplus for it, right? And poly, I feel like it's another one of them. Like, even though I know you do have a joint for poly, it's just not the same as having just a proper joint. But then again, I remember once, so it's a Scouse thing, isn't it, poly? I bet no one around in Bolton smokes poly. Definitely not. Nobody. It's 100% a Scouse thing. So when I remember people always go, the thing that people like to they sell you on fucking poly is it's just not the same. You're not whacked. You can be stoned and like get about your day and all this. That's what the fucking story on poly was, wasn't it? And I remember I was at Louis and I'd stayed over and I needed to drive like I was driving home the next day. And he said, and when I have a joint, I don't smoke with tobacco ever. Never ever put cigs or baccy or anything in my joints. I put this, do you know the stuff you buy where it's like the stuff that's in the middle of the tables in Amsterdam? Probably said this on this 100 times, but the stuff that's in the table at Amsterdam for free, I use that sort of stuff, like herbal stuff, in my joints. So Louis said he was going to build a poly joint with my stuff just to see what it was like. He had one drag of it and was like, that is horrendous, no thanks. Do you want it? And I thought, fuck it, I'll have it, because he always says it's dead mellow. It is not mellow. Blew me head off, mate. I was there. I had to stay at his house for about 9 hours before I felt all right to drive home. It was fucking terrible. So how people say poly is like a chilled version of weed is just nonsense. He still whacks you, but I just don't think it's the same. Miss the old-fashioned films, Rocky from my youth, me. Missing old-fashioned films, Rocky. Rocky as in boxing films. I don't like the Rocky films, you know. I don't like Sylvester Stallone. I don't like the Rambos either. I don't think we like any Sylvester Stallone things. Yeah, were you being on Twitter? Yes, Franklin. I'm taking a hiatus, probably indefinitely. I'm a TikTok star now. I'm not actually on TikTok yet. But I'm not coming back on Twitter. Do you know, I've got 2 more questions, but I feel like I've never, do you know, for these ones without Twitter, I've forgot to ask for questions, so I just have to leave the next ones. What I'll do is I'll start doing it. You know that thing what people put on Instagram where it says "You are live"? Yes, James. Do you know what? You missed the start of the "You are live." We've been on fucking 52 minutes, mate. We're getting off soon. What are you talking about? What was I saying then? You've thrown me off. What was I saying then? What was I saying? What was I even saying then? Before you just said "You are live" and completely threw me off. I don't like Rocky and that. Do you not think? Too young to fully appreciate that Stallone films with. Maybe when they all came out. I did like Rocky 1 and 2 when I first watched them, but then I don't think they've aged well. And I definitely don't like Rambo and that. And I hate all like them. What them one called where they're all in it? The Expendables. I hate all them as well. I'm not into them. What time has he just said we're fucking setting off in the morning? Is he taking the fucking piss? I'm just not into them. I don't like what's he called films either. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't do them either. I don't like them either. Do you know, like Predator and not Predator? Yeah, Predator. Is it Predator? And any film he's in, I don't like any of his films. I don't know. I feel like some of them films, do you not just think they're like very thin stories and it's just like action for the sake of it? I don't know, mate. They've not aged well, have they either? Them age me. Do you know? I'll tell you what, fucking aging, right? I don't know why we've ended up getting onto this, but ignoring like going bald and stuff. Have you ever I've watched most of them, yeah. I've watched most Sly films and most Schwarzenegger films. I just don't like them. I just think they're shit. Well, listen, this is an important point about getting old. Do you know what I've realised? Yeah, I can't balance anymore. Does anyone get that? I'm 32, yeah. And I've only just, first bloody boss Rambo shot, I've only just realised, yeah, that like, so I was in the steam room. I've done it a couple of times in the steam room where you stand up and, do you know, you do your stretches and you hold. Do you know when you used to stretch before you played football when you were like, obviously when you played football when you were younger, or if you still do now, do you know where you bring your foot up to your finger, your heel up to your bum. I used to be able to do that for however long I wanted to do that. Like, do you know what I mean? I could just do it on one foot. I can't do it. Don't have much choice in the 80s, 90s. I literally can't balance anymore. I can't balance on one foot for longer than like 2-3 seconds. That's definitely an age thing, isn't it? 100% that's an age thing. It's the ability to drink's gone. But then again, you think pissheads, mate, these pissheads who drink still 40, 50-year-old, like are in the pub every night. Why is it me who can't think it? Like, wait till you're 35. I sit in a beanbag, it's game over for me. I'll never. If I sit in a beanbag, is it that bad? What are you? How old are you? 35 plus? Don't say 35 plus. How old actually are you? Because I'm 32 now, and I tell you what, yeah, I felt invincible at like still till like 26, 27, 28. Still till about 28, I still felt invincible, and I could like lose any amount of weight whenever I wanted to. I could get fit whenever I wanted. Like in the space of like, it's not a thing, you just haven't done it for years. Oh, is that what it is? Maybe, I guess so. I do think like, so my knees badly went, and then I went and seen like a specialist for knees, and he said, do you know what it is? And I was like, man, shut up. He was going, now you're a lot older, you need to literally stretch it all the time. Like you need to do warm-ups, warm-downs, and you need to do knee exercises like regularly, not even just when you're going to the gym and stuff, just do them in your house and that. And I just didn't believe him, didn't think it was going to be true at all. And you know what? Like, if I do a few knee things, I'll just make sure I do them when I'm getting changed and that. There's like one thing he said specifically where you like stand with your feet on the wall facing it. I can run again. Like, I did a tech. Get this. Look at this, everyone. Actually, this is a fucking proud moment. So today, I did for the fucking. How do I get it on this? Now they've changed Apple Watch for the first time in ages because I've just been a fucking slow. I know this is a very slow time, by the way. I'm not trying to say it's fast, but I just couldn't get it because I'm just been slow and everything. I couldn't get down. I couldn't get below a fucking finger. Oh, how am I going to do my watch like that? I've got a 50. Finally got a below 1 hour 10K. So it was. I sent it to Jed and Louis saying, "Oh my god, it's going to be a slow one," because I was on about 50. I think I was on like 55 in like 9K or something or whatever, and I fucking whacked it right up, thinking, do you know what? I could get this below an hour, and got it below an hour. Fucking 59, 39, 10K. I'm very mad. I've not been going to gym. I've only been gym. I went gym on Tuesday last week, but that was the first time I'd been in about 3-4 weeks, maybe even longer. I've got a fucking wedding in Paphos in 3 weeks, right? Me and JJ are going to a wedding in Paphos in, is it 3 weeks? When am I? Oh shit, it's not the mic over. When am I going to this wedding? 21st or 1. So just over 3 weeks, 3 and a bit weeks. And I've started to slip on the weight at the worst possible time. So I went to the gym today. I'm going to go to the gym on Sunday. I'm going to be rough on Sunday, but I'm going to drag myself to the gym on Sunday. And then, from Monday next week, I'm going to do fasting, and I'm going to make sure I fucking fast. Monday and Wednesday, I'm going to fast. Right, we've been going an hour, you know, Shad. I can't really be asked getting into the next questions because I can just save them for next week. But I will start asking, like I said that before, did I join it on Instagram where weird people do them things where they actually answer questions on the story? I guess maybe I don't know why people do them. I find them very weird, but I can do that and not actually answer the question, just get the questions in because people can send them in then. I'll do that to get a few questions for the live chat. But so I'm trying to think of a day when to do these. I'm probably thinking Monday is going to be the day when I do them because just for the next like few weeks, probably get the next month out of the way till after the wedding and that, while everything's still a bit up in the air, and then move them to like maybe like Friday. I don't know what day to do. I can definitely get questions posted there. But I'll do that. I'll find that actually. Yeah, because that's better than Instagram, innit? Leave everything on here then. Have a look on your YouTube settings, lad. You can set up a community page and get questions there. Yes, Mike, you've missed it all, mate. We're shutting it down now. This is the end of it. We're tapering off. We're good. Been a mad week. You'll have to rewatch this if you want to hear the 3 grand story. It's been a fucking mad week. But we're good. I'll do community thread. And because I've seen that. Luke Thomas does that. He posts it and then you can, I've never done it, but you ask questions on that, don't you? I'll get it. I'll do that. I've got a scratch on my neck. I've been out for food. I'll watch it back. Yeah, so, well, this is the reason, mate, because it's a Friday. Everyone goes out on Fridays and Saturdays. So that's why it needs to not be a Friday or a Saturday. So I can't really do Sunday because I like to sometimes have a joint. Monday I can't obviously have a joint. I'll be sober on Mondays, but I think it'd be nice to get back into doing these where I actually talk about things and I stay on topic. Someone put in the comments on the last video, they must have only watched that last one for the first time, I think, because they said, you need to make sure you stay on topic because you'll try and say something, you won't get to the end of the story. I'm thinking, fucking hell, you got to 25 episodes of these with all the different ones. You're only just working at that now. I did reply saying, mate, like, yeah, that is one of the fucking whole things, the whole fucking thing of the live chat, mate. No, I never get to the end of a story. I got to the end of the fucking betting story, though, and I got to, what else did I get to the end of? Nothing else, I don't think. Hey, do we even get to the end of fucking getting old? Balance. What was the other one, though? There's something else today that I was thinking of. There were balance and something else where I was thinking they're full-on signs of age. I can't remember what the other one was. Can't remember what the other one was now, and I feel like it was a thing that people would agree with. They'd go, yeah, do you know what? That is a sign of age. Obviously, we know the obvious one's balding and that, like, I suppose maybe getting fatter. But then again, you don't have to get fatter when you get older. What was the other one I was thinking of today? And it was an important one. When are you making a new Twitter? Is the real question. I'm never doing Mike. I haven't swerved Twitter. I got banned off Twitter. Although I was going to swerve Twitter. I'm not making a new Twitter, Mike. I'm done. Done with Twitter, mate. Finished. I'm off Twitter for life. I have a more, how can I say I have a more peaceful, tell you one that you won't get, no lad, getting worse at computer games. Yeah, computer games. Yeah, that's true. I just stopped playing them when I realised I was terrible at them. I just stopped playing them. But is that because I got old or because you just stopped playing? Like I used to play. I used to play. That it is like that, innit? As you get older, I see people, but I just can't move there quick enough. Mike, that's a fucking deal. I'll tell you what. Owana says you're back by Christmas. Let's fucking take that deal with Mike. This could be. Then I'll only be 2.9k down. Yeah, boom. Let's take it. You've shook virtually with that. Owana says I'm not back. I will not be back by Christmas. And on Christmas Day, when I do my Christmas Day special live chat, no, not on Christmas Day. You can't do a live chat on fucking Christmas Day. Boxing Day live chat, Mike. I want you to send me £100 on Boxing Day. I want you to send it me on the live chat live. Are you agree to that before we shut this off because it's going off now? Because it's been on for an hour anyway. Before that, I want you to fucking agree. Put it in the chat that you agree. I wanna by Christmas. Don't shit out, mate. This is the delay on it. I bet he's already fucking said it. But yeah, I just don't play games. Me and Matty now. You know I'll send it, but you'll be back. I won't be back. I'm a witness. I've got witnesses. 28 witnesses left at this point. Actually, do you know what? That's made me remember. Everyone needs to like. There's 28 people here, right? Still watching it. I don't know why. I don't know why there's still 28 people in, but everyone liked the fucking video because the people don't fucking like them, and it helps. I don't know what it helps at this point, but it fucking does help. How many videos did Fingers get? 29. I'm getting fucking terrorized by her. She's a new YouTuber on the block. Fucking Nicole. What's her name? Fat face. Right, I'm going. So that's the bet. I've got Happy Woog's version of the Queen's speech on Xmas Day. Should I do it? Do you know what though? A live chat on Christmas Day would work, I reckon, because if you think about Christmas Day, you have everyone gets up and if you've got kids or whatever, or you have your morning where you all open presents, like you go to someone's house. I spend all my Christmas at mum and dad's. Everyone opens a present at my mum and dad's, and then you have your dinner, and then. So me and Meg, then we would go to Meg's mum and dad. Meg's mum and dad would always work on Christmas Day, so they'd go up. You'd have the evening with them. But I think in the evening you're just getting pissed anyway. You could definitely do a live chat in the evening, especially now I'm to be just doing Christmas in Bolton like I've always done most of my life. By like 4 or 5 o'clock, my dad takes himself off to bed, and my fucking mum doesn't. After she's just cooked loads of food for everyone and been fucking mithered all day by all kids and everything. She's not interested in talking to you. She wants to put a fucking film on and drink Baileys and get pissed. I'll already be pissed. A live chat about 6 on Christmas Day would work just before the good shows come on around 8, 9. Just what do you mean the good shows? Yeah, because that's what I'm just saying then. I said about 5, 6. Well, 4, 5, my dad takes himself off to bed, and by like 6 o'clock, my mum just wants to get pissed. A live chat at 6 o'clock on Christmas Day. Christmas Day live chat. It's a thing. And that'll be, do you know what that could be? It could be the first ever super chat that I do where you can all, where everyone has to donate money to ask a question. That's what I want to be in 3 years. I want these to be that popular, like Luke Thomas, where you have to, because there's that many people watching it live because they're all that interested in what I'm getting up to. the only way that I can see your questions is by you have to pay to ask the question. Otherwise, the chat will just be moving too fast. I won't be able to see it. And the ones who pay, it has a different chat for them, doesn't it? I suppose it's like subscribing on Twitter. Is it anything like subscribing on Twitter? No, I don't think it's anything like that. Right. Christmas live day. Do you know how bad that is? Think how sad it is that if I'd have just done the £3 on City, I would have had a fucking booming watch along on Thursday, right? Like the best advertisement of all time. People all tuning in to watch me lose £3, and then I'll win it. And then I know I'd be sat here pretty with all my money back. And I'm not, because I'm an impatient bastard who lets his fucking mates get inside his head. That's the moral of the story. No, seriously, if there is a moral of the story, right? Just to end it on a bit of a sour note, gambling's shit, yeah. It is. I'm laughing, but gambling's fucking shit. This is why I did these small bets, right? And seriously, let's just be, I know everyone's thinking, mate, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to listen to you when it comes to anything serious, but can we all just fuck gambling off? Because it's fucking terrible. It is a bad thing. There is. I know it's the most cliche, cringy thing ever, but there is only one winner, and it is not us. You get terrorized on gambling. And if I, who's don't even have sympathy for people who lose money gambling, because I think it's that much of a stupid thing, can lose £3. Anyone else can lose fucking money as well, because you just put one silly bet on and then you chase your bets. Fuck gambling off. If you put, so I was thinking, so a couple of my mates, yeah, who obviously have got good jobs in that, they say, oh, I just put 50 quid in at the weekend. And I get it, it's what I was probably doing, the version of what I was doing, but they put 50 quid in the weekend so they can like put accumulators on, and it makes everything that's going on, all like you're looking at results, and it just makes, for 50 quid, it's worth a bit more fun, yeah. But over the year, do you know how much fucking that is? It's like over £2.5 just losing £2.5, because some people who put like 50 quid in a week, they don't ever even cash the money out. If they win money, they just leave it in and bet more. They just don't really want to win. Gambling is the fucking worst thing in the world, and we should all just fuck it off. Let me be a martyr. I know people lose well more than £3 in a year who don't even think they have a gambling problem. Yeah, but it's terrible. Gambling's fucking shite. Fuck it off. Right, I'm off. I'm leaving it on the only serious thing I ever say on all these live chats until the end of them is fuck gambling off. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you on Monday. Maybe Monday. Who knows?